In this lab, we'll be configuring a router on stick. The network connection is basically the same as the one done in the previous lab. However, some differences exist, like a DHCP server being added to the access switch 0 and a router which is connected to the multi-layer switch using trunk connection. We will be creating four VLANs, out of which VLAN 1 is the default VLAN, and it will be given the ID of 10.1.1.0/24. VLAN 10 will be 10.1.10.0/24. VLAN 20 will be 10.1.20.0/24, and VLAN 100 will be 10.1.100.0/24. Now, let's start by configuring the router. So first of all, we'll be entering the configuration mode of the router. Then we will select the interface G0/0/0 and bring it to a state using no shut. After this, we will be exiting the configuration mode. Again, we will enter the configuration mode, and now we'll be creating some interfaces to create VLANs on the original interface G0/0/0. So first we will be executing in G0/0/0.1, which is interface is gigabit Ethernet 0/0/0.1. Uh, uh, the encapsulation .1q1 native indicates that it will support .1q encapsulation on the trunk port, and also native indicates that this is the default VLAN. Now we will be giving the IP address of 10.1.1.254 to the VLAN 1 with a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. Since 10.1.1.254 is the last IP address, we will be assigning it of the VLAN 1 network. So we will be assigning it to the VLAN 1. Similarly, we will be configuring VLAN 10, 20, and 100. So for VLAN 10, we select the interface G0/0/0.10. We created this sub interface. Now we will be again enforcing encapsulation .1q as space 10, since we want encapsulation that VLAN 10. And now the IP address 10.1.10.254 will be assigned to this interface, and then the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Here the native doesn't exist because the first VLAN was going to be the default VLAN, and hence we included that as the first interface. After this, we will be configuring the switch. So let's so now the multi-layer switch needs to be configured. In this, the previous connections are the same. The server is connected to the switch using access connection, while the switch 0 and switch 1 is connected to the multi-layer switch using from connection. After this, router, the interface gigabit 0/0/4 needs to be interface gigabit Ethernet 1/0/4 needs to be configured for the multi-layer switch. This port is connected to the router. So here we specify switch port trunk encapsulation .1q, since we want .1q encapsulation, and then we specify the mode, which is switchboard mode trunk. After this, we end the multi-layer switch connection configuration. Uh, the uh, the other connections, as I mentioned earlier, are are the same which was configured in the previous class. So I won't be explaining them now. Now we need to configure the access layer switch. So for the access layer switch, in this case, it is switch 0. We will be configuring its interface fast Ethernet 0/1. Now this interface is connected to the PC 0. So we go into the configuration mode of switch 0, enter interface fast Ethernet 0/1. Then we set this mode to switchboard mode access, and then we assign the VLAN 10 to this access mode. So switch port access VLAN 10 does this. Similarly, we'll be configuring switch port mode access on the switch 1 and switch port access VLAN 20 uh, on his on the other on switch 1, so that PC1 will be connected to VLAN 20. Now the DHCP server has the keyword IP address 10.1.10.1 as it is connected using access connection to the switch. Switch 0, multi-layer switch 0 and switch 1 belong to the default VLAN 1, and hence they are having addresses 10.1.1.1/24, 10.1.1.2/24 and 10.1.1.3/24. Now the DHCP server has been given IP address 10.1.10.1 and subnet mask is the same. Its default gateway is the VLAN 10 IP address, and now we'll be configuring the DHCP service. So here we on this DHCP service, the default gateway has been set to the VLAN 10 IP address. The source IP address is 10.1.10.2 because 10.1.10.1 is given to the DHCP server, and the subnet mask is the same, which is 255.255.255.0. Uh, Similarly, all the PCs having given IP addresses, the PCs on switch 1 are given static IP addresses, while the switches on switch 3, or while the PCs on switch 0 having given dynamic IP addresses. So let's now try pinging a PC1 from PC0. So the IP address of this PC1 is 10.1.20.1. So let's try pinging. So as we can see, when we type ping 10.1.20.1, the first request was signed out, but we received 3 reply packets from the PC1. So this indicates that our configuration is correct and we have successfully configured router and stack.